Become mentally strong in just 1 week by adopting these 7 Stoic habits, Stoicism. Imagine facing each day with an unshakable calm, even when pressured by life's inevitable chaos. This transformation begins with understanding a simple Stoic principle. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it. Just think about a typical day at work. You're engrossed in your tasks, but suddenly a colleague snaps at you during a team meeting. How do you react? In that moment, instead of succumbing to anger or hurt, you can choose to pause and breathe. Visualize your shoulders dropping, your breath deepening, as you recognize that their reaction speaks more about them than it does about you. This ability to detach and respond thoughtfully is at the heart of Stoic resilience. Reflect on this. How often do you let others dictate your emotional state? When was the last time a trivial incident unjustly swayed your mood for the rest of the day? Learning to pause before reacting is a powerful habit that can lead to a mentally stronger you within just 1 week. Now, let's apply this principle to a more personal scenario. You're in a traffic jam, late for an important appointment. The frustration bubbles up, and you clench the steering wheel. But remember, you can choose how to perceive this situation. As a Stoic, you remind yourself that you control your mind, but not external events. You can listen to a podcast or practice mindfulness. Ask yourself, how many times have you found yourself stuck in a similar situation, allowing each honk or glance from other drivers to deepen your irritation? What if, instead, you use that moment to refocus your thoughts and arrive still calm, even if a bit late? This isn't about suppressing your feelings, but understanding their root and choosing your response. Consider the next time you feel the weight of the world pressing down. Can you breathe through it and see the larger picture? Take a moment today to think about a situation where you felt overwhelmed. How can you approach that same scenario tomorrow with more emotional strength? Challenge yourself. For the next 24 hours, when faced with irritants, be it a rude comment or an unexpected delay, practice stepping back before reacting. Assess your thoughts and visualize a calmer response. Before you leave this reflection behind, remember that this is just the beginning. There's much more to explore about building mental strength through Stoicism. Hey, before you put this Stoic teaching into practice, I need to give you an important heads up. Many subscribers have reported that YouTube unsubscribed them without warning. Check the red button below to make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. I don't want you to miss any Stoic lesson coming up. And since you're here, smash that powerful like. It helps me a lot with the algorithm. Tell me in the comments, which city are you watching from? I love getting to know every amazing person who's part of this community. Your participation makes all the difference. Let's interact. You take a deep breath, and suddenly the world feels a bit lighter. As you think back on that traffic jam, consider how it serves as a metaphor for life. Life, just like traffic, can throw unexpected delays our way. What if you could meet those moments with not just patience, but a transformative understanding? Take a moment to picture this. You're at a cafe, waiting in line. There's a long wait, and someone cuts in front of you, ignoring the line. Frustration stirs inside. But before you react, you remember a key Stoic notion. We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more in imagination than in reality. This simple thought can shift your perspective. Instead of letting irritation dictate your mood, challenge yourself to view this moment differently. What if they're having a rough day? What if there's an unseen circumstance driving their behavior? Choosing to empathize is a powerful way to reclaim your calm. You might realize that your peace isn't dependent on others behaving a certain way. You can control your response. Visualize your mind quieting when you recognize this. In that instant, the tension in your shoulders softens and your breath steadies. Now let's delve deeper. Consider the idea of expectations. Each day, you step outside with hopes for how things will unfold. You expect your meetings to go smoothly, your interactions to be pleasant. But real life is messy. When things don't align with your expectations, frustration can creep in. Ask yourself this: what would happen if you approached each day without rigid expectations? Imagine looking at life like an artist looks at a blank canvas. Instead of expecting a masterpiece from the start, you embrace the process, allowing for mistakes, changes, and surprises. The beauty of Stoicism lies in accepting that some elements of life are beyond your control, while you still have the power to create meaning and calm within yourself. Picture this: you're rushing to finish a project that's due soon. Tension builds. Deadlines loom. Stop. Breathe. Shift your focus inward. Can you embrace this stress as part of your learning journey? Every pressure can be a stepping stone to greater resilience. How willing are you to embrace discomfort as a teacher? As you continue your day, remember that emotional strength lies in your choices. You can decide to be mindful and aware of what stirs within you. Consider practicing this during small moments, like choosing gratitude when someone spills coffee nearby instead of flipping out. In the spirit of Stoicism, it's not what happens to you, but how you respond to it. Think about that. Each time you choose to respond rather than react, you build a stronger version of yourself. Let this reflection linger a little longer. Tomorrow brings daily interactions, routines, and unexpected surprises. Can you approach those with an open heart and mind? Before long, these small practices will stack up, shaping your mindset day by day. What will your first step be? As you wake up tomorrow, take a moment before you jump into your day. Picture the sun shining through your window. Let it warm your face and fill you with energy. This is your fresh start, a chance to practice what you've learned about emotional strength and stoicism. Now, think about your morning routine. Maybe it's a cup of coffee or a quick stretch. Whatever it is, try to do it mindfully. As you sip your coffee, notice its warmth and rich aroma. Let this moment ground you. Remind yourself that today is filled with possibilities. As you head out, keep your stoic mindset close. You might encounter a room full of chaos, kids rushing, traffic noise, or unexpected delays. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, take a pause. Breathe in deeply. This is part of life's unpredictability. Use it to practice your new habits. When you arrive at work, perhaps you face a difficult colleague or a heavy workload. Remember the Stoic lesson. It's not what happens to you, but how you respond to it. A colleague may challenge your ideas or overlook your contributions. Instead of reacting defensively, Think of their perspective. Maybe they're stressed or under pressure. Choose to respond with kindness instead of frustration. This is how you nurture your mental strength. Let's dive into a situation you might face. Imagine you receive critical feedback on a project you worked hard on. Your initial reaction might be to take it personally, feeling hurt or defensive. But here's where you can pause and reflect. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Embrace the feedback as a tool for growth. Shift your focus from feeling attacked to seeing it as a chance to improve. Throughout your day, take small moments to appreciate what's around you. Notice the colors of nature, the smiles of friends, or even the laughter of strangers. These tiny joys can ground you and create a sense of gratitude. As a Stoic, remind yourself that while you can't control everything, you can choose how you see the world. Let's say you find yourself waiting again, perhaps in a long line at the grocery store. Instead of getting annoyed, see this as an opportunity. Use it to practice patience. Take a few deep breaths and maybe listen to a few minutes of a podcast or an audiobook that inspires you. How often do we rush through life without noticing the moments? Choose to be present instead. As evening approaches, reflect on your day. What were the highlights? What challenges did you face? How did you respond? Allow yourself to learn from these experiences. Remember that every choice you make builds your mental resilience. You don't need to transform overnight. Progress is a journey, and every small step counts. Consider keeping a journal. Jot down your feelings and thoughts. This can help you process your experiences and strengthen your understanding of Stoicism. Tomorrow is a new day, filled with opportunities to practice. How will you respond to the world? Challenge yourself to embrace each moment, no matter how mundane or stressful. The real strength lies in your choices. In our next chapter, we'll explore how to build on these habits over time. You'll discover tools to deepen your practice and make Stoicism a natural part of your life. Remember, each day is a chance to grow stronger and more centered. What will your next step be? As you wake up tomorrow, think about the fresh start ahead of you. Each day offers a new chance to practice what you've learned about Stoicism. Imagine the sun shining through your window, filling your room with light. Let that warmth wash over you, reminding you that today is ripe with opportunities to grow. Before you jump into the day, take a few deep breaths. Maybe enjoy a cup of tea or coffee. As you sip, focus on the warmth of the mug in your hands and the rich aroma surrounding you. This is your moment of grounding, a chance to set a calm tone for whatever lies ahead. Now, as you step out into the world, keep your Stoic mindset front and center. Today might bring chaos, a crowded train, bustling streets, or unexpected delays. Instead of getting anxious, take a moment to breathe deeply. This unpredictability is part of life. Let it be a chance to practice your new habits. When you reach work, you might face challenges. Your colleague could be in a bad mood, or a pressing deadline could loom over you. Remember, it's not what happens to you, but how you respond. If a colleague challenges your ideas, don't react with frustration. Think about what's behind their behavior. Maybe they're stressed. Choose empathy. Respond with kindness, even if it's tough. That's your way of nurturing your mental strength. Now, picture this scenario. You receive feedback on a project you poured your heart into. Your first urge might be to feel defensive, to take it too personally. But pause. Ask yourself, what can I learn? Open your mind to the feedback. Shift your perspective from feeling attacked to seeing this as an opportunity to grow. As the day unfolds, take moments to pause and appreciate your surroundings. Maybe it's the laughter of children or the colors of nature. These small joys can pull you back to the present and create a sense of gratitude. As a Stoic, remind yourself, while you can't control everything, you can always control how you perceive the world. You might find yourself waiting again, perhaps at a doctor's office or in a long line. Instead of allowing irritation to seep in, view this as an opportunity to practice patience. Take a moment to breathe deeply. Consider listening to a few minutes of an interesting podcast or audiobook. Life is full of moments we often rush through. Choose to be present. As evening arrives, reflect on your day. What stood out? What challenges did you face? How did you respond? Each choice contributes to your journey of resilience. Don't forget, progress isn't about massive changes overnight. It's the little steps that count. Consider keeping a simple journal where you write down your thoughts and feelings. This can help you process daily experiences and deepen your understanding of Stoicism. Reflecting on your day can be incredibly revealing. Tomorrow is another opportunity to practice. How will you approach the world? Challenge yourself to embrace each moment, whether mundane or stressful. The real growth lies in your choices and reactions. In our next chapter, we will dive into how to continuously build on these habits. You'll discover tools to make Stoicism a natural part of your daily life. Each new day brings a chance to emerge stronger and more centered. What will your next step be? As you settle into tomorrow, let's keep the spirit of Stoicism alive. You've learned to respond with strength, and now it's time to build on those foundations. Remember, every day is a new chance to practice. Start by taking a moment for yourself first thing. Close your eyes and focus on your breath for a minute. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Let any tension melt away. This little routine can help anchor you before heading into the world. As you venture out, be mindful of your surroundings. You might find yourself waiting in various situations again. Instead of letting impatience bubble up, notice how you feel in those moments. Acknowledge any urge to rush or stress. Then, remind yourself, this is a moment to practice patience. You are in control of your reactions. How you choose to respond can shape your entire day. Now, let's think about interactions you'll have, whether it's a colleague who is always late or a friend who sometimes forgets to call. Remember that their actions are reflections of their own struggles, not your worth. When someone irritates you, pause, take a deep breath. Ask yourself, what are they going through? This simple shift in thinking can help you respond with empathy rather than frustration. Connecting with the humanity in others can deepen your own mental strength. Picture this scenario. You're late for another meeting because of unforeseen circumstances, and your boss isn't happy. Instead of panicking, acknowledge the situation. Remind yourself that you can control your thoughts and reactions. Take a moment to ground yourself. Breathe. You might say, "Okay, this happened. What can I do?" This calmness can turn a high-pressure situation into an opportunity to show your resilience. Another area to explore is how you view setbacks. Imagine you set a goal, like exercising more, but find yourself missing a few days. Instead of beating yourself up, think like a Stoic. Use the setback as a chance to learn. Ask yourself, what stopped me? It could be your schedule, energy levels, or life's unexpected turns. Accept it as part of your journey and refocus on your intent, adjusting your plan as needed. As your day unfolds, find joy in small things. Perhaps it's a friendly smile from a stranger, or the warmth of the sun on your face. These little moments can remind you that happiness doesn't rely on big events, but can be found in everyday life. Keep encouraging yourself to notice and appreciate these simple pleasures. At the end of the day, take some time to reflect. What moments challenged you? How did you respond? What were some highlights? Jot down your thoughts. This practice of reflection can deepen your understanding of Stoicism, helping you build resilience over time. As you engage with these practices, ask yourself how you can carry this mindset into your interactions tomorrow. What would a Stoic do? Would they react impulsively? Or take a moment to pause and breathe? In our next chapter, we'll look deeper into how to incorporate Stoic principles into long-term goals. You'll learn tools to help you stay aligned with your path, even when challenges arise. Each day brings new experiences, and with each choice, you grow stronger. What will your journey look like next? As the sun rose brightly on the horizon, casting a gentle glow over the city, he felt a newfound determination. The realization of how far he had come in understanding his emotional landscape fueled his resolve. He had started this journey with the goal of embracing Stoicism, but it turned into more, an exploration of himself. He recalled the countless mornings spent grounding himself with deep breaths and reflections. Those were no longer just routines. They were powerful rituals that set the tone for his day. Each moment of frustration, be it a rude driver or a cutting comment at work, became an opportunity to practice pausing, breathing, and choosing his reaction. Today was a day to put all that learning into action. After arriving at work, the atmosphere felt charged. A critical project was looming, and tensions ran high. He could sense the stress in the air as colleagues rushed about, racing against time. But instead of feeling swept away by anxiety, he centered himself. He remembered the Stoic lesson. External events were beyond his control, yet his responses remained in his hands. As the meeting began, his manager outlined the dire situation, pointing fingers at mistakes and delays. He felt the urge to sink back into self-doubt as critical feedback was thrown around the room. But then he paused. He inhaled deeply, letting the air fill his lungs before speaking. What if this feedback is a chance to learn, not a personal attack, he thought. Instead of reacting defensively, he shared his insights with a calm demeanor, focusing on solutions rather than blame. To his surprise, this shift not only changed his perspective, but also influenced the room's energy. Others followed his lead, collaborating rather than competing. It felt powerful. Collective resilience bloomed. Yet the day's challenges weren't over. Later, while grabbing lunch at a nearby cafe, he noticed a long line. It seemed the universe had its way of reminding him to practice patience. A customer cut in line, igniting a surge of frustration. His instinct urged him to confront. But he took a step back. He remembered his tools, compassion and understanding. What might they be going through? He asked himself. With a crafted smile, he chose empathy, allowing the irritation to wash away. Instead of voicing his annoyance, he extended a kind gesture to the barista, reminding her that everyone faced unseen battles. As he walked back to the office, the wind tousled his hair and a smile crept onto his face. It was liberating to see how much control he had over his feelings. Life wouldn't stop throwing curveballs, but with each test, he felt himself becoming more resilient. Later that evening, he opened his journal. He reflected on the day, the progress he made, the challenges he faced, the moments he chose calm over chaos. Each entry was a testament to his journey, not a destination. He felt pride, knowing that understanding and growth were never ending. He wasn't just practicing Stoicism, he was living it. As he closed the journal, thoughts surfaced. What would tomorrow bring? With each passing day, he felt prepared to embrace new experiences, armed with the lessons he had learned. He envisioned himself continuing to build the habits that fortified his mind and heart. The cycle of irritation, reflection, and response had transformed him. Stoicism wasn't a series of isolated insights, but rather a living practice interwoven throughout his daily life. And as he drifted off to sleep, he piloted through moments of gratitude. Each encounter, each lesson embedding itself deeper within him. Tomorrow would be another opportunity to embody Stoic principles. He felt ready for it all. Do you want to keep advancing on the path to serenity? Subscribe now to the channel to receive the next Stoic reflections firsthand. Click like if this content helped you grow. In the comments, share the biggest insight you took away. Your experience may inspire other seekers. And don't hoard wisdom. Send this video to at least 3 friends who need inner balance.